Cool.
Are we in?
Yeah.
Are we good, Ben?
Yeah, we're good.
Are we sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you pretty sure? How
I'm
sure are you?
very sure.
Would you bet your arm on it?
I would bet my testicles on it.
We got a goddamn show to do.
Well, sounds like it's good to me.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of What the Force Live. You guys, I'm happy that you're back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you're back.
great to be
Sorry,
back.
we've been wandering and drifting around all Tatooine, and I think we found our place.
Good.
Good.
Each and every week we come to you to make you say WTF to all the wonderful news and highlights that go around the galaxy far, far away. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
Why does that have to be so touching, dude?
I don't-
Something happened to you this week?
I've missed you guys. I mean,
All right, that's
I was
fine.
here.
Just
I was
shut
here
ass.
with no one. I had no.
It was
one
just
here.
you?
It was just me.
Look, we needed a vacation. I needed to go on a honeymoon
Yeah.
to the galaxy far, far away, and
Well,
now
hey,
we came back.
The Greece.
What
The
I'm saying-
Greece.
Matt went to Greece, people. This
Yes,
is absolutely
I did.
amazing. He went to
Yeah.
Greece.
Yeah.
Be jealous. Be jelly.
I'm an only child, and what I'm saying is never leave me again.
All I did was play Street Fighter
hey,
for 24 hours
I'm always
straight.
here
Thank you.
and here and here
And here,
and here
that's where they touch me.
and I'm pointing to your hand. What are you talking about?
dude,
What is
Jesus.
that,
Oh,
bro?
I have no idea.
Dude, that
weird.
Was that was stop.
That was weird. We are, as always, live here at Nerdvana Food, Spirits, and Coffee. It's amazing here. You should come if you live in Frisco, Texas.
Coffee on this
Absolutely.
side, spirits on that side.
It's
By
awesome.
spirits, we mean ghosts and
Do you want to get drunk and see your dead grandma? No, it's actually amazing.
I just
amazing
thought
food.
I just thought it was a boo from like Mario. It's just like it doesn't.
Those spirits
Don't
are
look at it. Don't look at it.
Those
Ah.
Actually, they do have tons of Mario.
Yeah, they do.
Tons of Mario.
They
Tons
do.
of Mario on this side. So we
Very-
play
it's very-
video games and get drunk. We're going to play board games and get caffeine. Either side of us.
Yeah, it's
I
a wonderful
am,
place.
One of your hosts, LA. As always, move the joystick.
Yep.
The man who could have, if she was still alive, been with Carrie Fisher.
Dude, I was
I think you'd have a solid
like,
chance, bro.
I
think she-
really
what's that
thought
do?
so. Like it was before I got with my wife. I was like, it's gonna happen.
It's so
like
close.
it's gonna
like
happen.
a random con and the
Yeah.
right mixture of roofies. You
I
think it
I
could've-
wouldn't need the roofies. I would not need a Bill Cosby. I would think that my charisma alone would
Well,
get
you're
get
the
it-
perfect
get it
mixture
done.
of man and boy.
Yeah, that's
where I
right.
think she would have gotten off on that. She
Right.
was just like, I could be your mom or grandma. Let's find out together.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
put a ring on it, so
late.
it got
Oh,
done.
Carrie
It got
Fisher
done.
missed out. We love you.
I love you, Carrie Fisher. I miss you.
Thank you for being here anyway, man.
Yeah, yeah.
On this side, we have the man who could burst into a sweaty, nerdy rage at any given moment, the Darth Vader of our universe, the Mad Zach.
Oh yeah, it's less predictable than the Hulk in Marvel movies. Like it's less predictable than Metapause. It will happen at any time, and you won't even see it coming.
We are like smoldering fire. He is like raging fire.
I'm like raging
Yeah,
fire.
exactly.
I'm like raging fire, dude. That was so great. Thor Ragnarok trailer. He's like, "Did we fight?" Yes, and I won handedly. That doesn't seem right at all.
It was. It
Best thing ever. Best
Yeah.
thing ever.
But that was from San Diego Comic-Con.
That
Which
was.
we will cover actually at
Yeah.
the end of the episode.
Mhm.
So we're gonna be here, guys, for the next 30 minutes. Make sure you guys stick around. I'm gonna be talking about San Diego Comic Con, all about the end. So none of that made sense. Great, stick around.
On the
My
boards,
tongue gets twisted.
It's
sometimes.
Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. I'm done.
On the boards, we would normally have our angry producer AJ, but he is handling
We got a special guest.
critical issues. So on the boards tonight is an OG member, Ben Taylor.
Ben Taylor. Ben, just
Yeah!
face the camera. Just stick your face for there.
I'm sorry.
Let-
Terrible look.
It's him. It's that guy.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
yeah,
Ben.
that's that guy.
Oh my God!
Ah!
I just met him.
It's actually really funny. Ben,
Oh my God!
It's okay. We're already like brothers.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
funny, Ben actually hates having his face on screen so much. Several videos where he's like, "Can I scramble my face?" Like I'm like one of those investigative and reporting documentaries.
Just comes in, he's just like, I'm Ben Taylor.
No, he's done it several videos. It's been hilarious. I'm like, "Really, man? You don't care to be on camera?" He's like, "No. I think it's actually way cooler. I have a dark voice and I'm being investigated for like child porn." That's
So we
wonderful.
just need to put like a dark silhouette over there at
Yeah.
all times. And then just put it over there. Hey, Ben, what did you think about this? I thought it was great.
That's
I was
actually,
actually on the
that's-
run from North Korea. Apparently.
Oh.
I was too fat.
That makes
apparently,
sense.
So they were like, man, we gotta
That
get this guy.
that's a
guy's
slight
well-
against
that's-
them. That's a
This guy's
slight.
well
I
too
know.
fed to live in North Korea.
very, very much so. Thank you everybody who's joining in live, watching us. You are the community that keeps us running, so thank you so much. We have a lot to talk about. D23 happened, SDCC happened. These, well, not him. He's been there before. He's just came back fresh off the presses with all the news.
We will get
information.
in D23 next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
We're
They are
on
such.
track.
I mean, I think in 2 years because I think they're every other year. But they are such sticklers about this.
I think I'm willing to buy a ticket.
Yeah,
Just because like
I would be too.
the stuff that we heard from the Star Wars, like all the stuff they released for Star Wars Disney parks, even like 3CPO being in the Wreck-It Ralph trailer. Like there's just so much stuff going on, and now they're making that the Star Wars like staple. So yeah, I want to get D23 back.
I really want to as well. I just think it's like probably one of the most magical events you could go to would be D23, and I don't know if I could handle it though, because I'd be like, oh, I want to go check out Disney animated. I want to go check out Pixar. I want to go check out Star Wars. I want to go check out Marvel, whatever the hell that they have. Like I would go crazy.
Oh yeah, like their like throwaway Marvel thing was like, oh yeah, well there's like Black Panther costumes over there. You can go check them out if you want. I'd be like, what? That's your throwaway Marvel thing?
Well, and they
Like,
also showed
well,
Infinity War, that
Yeah.
same trailer that they showed at SDCC.
yeah. So they're like, yeah, Marvel won't really be at D23, but it was actually shown there just as much as almost the
Yeah.
same presence for the most part.
Insane.
But
Very smart,
it's
very
funny, the
smart.
cosplay at D23, they had a like great compilation video. No shitty costumes.
Oh.
D23 invites cosplayers who like are really amazing cosplayers who do Disney cosplay to that. So like literally you show up, there's only like 50 cosplayers, but they're all on point. So D23 is like this echelon.
So that's like the Super Bowl for cosplayers.
And for Disney cosplayers.
Yeah.
But so we got some Star Wars stuff.
We do. We have some behind-the-scenes stuff for D23 we're going to talk about. We have a Snoke picture that this guy can't wait to dive into. We're going to talk about...
You don't even know.
If
you don't even
We're going to talk about if the Vader man himself is in the Han Solo movie. We're also going to get into a closer look at... explain this to me.
Praetorian.
Tom Cruise is now reprising his role as Last Samurai.
Because that's what it looks like. It looks like a samurai.
In Star Wars. No,
Come
I don't know.
on.
It's Praetorian Guards. I don't know.
They gotta make him look badass. We'll get into it later.
Snoke's guards. It's just the red people.
The
That
red
sounds
people?
bad.
That sounds real
I'm
bad.
1/16 Cherokee. It's not that bad.
So
the Redskins.
the first
Yeah,
thing...
it's the Redskin guards.
the Redskin guards.
Alfred Morris.
The first thing we're going to talk about is some of that...
Cowboy now.
Some of that behind
Dang
the
it.
scenes.
Sorry.
We're gonna get some of that behind the scenes footage from D23. Let's go ahead and just get into the Star Wars stuff right now.
Yeah.
So what were Zach, some of your thoughts from some of the stuff that they announced at D23 for Star Wars? Was it enough?
No, it was dumb. I wanted.
I know.
I'm sorry. Okay, just a quick, let's pull back the
You're
curtain
good,
just
you're
for a
good, you're
second.
good, you're good.
I'm reading the show notes that Zach puts together.
Unfortunately, my
and
illiterate butt puts in the show notes, so sometimes I get a little bit lazy.
he goes, time, 5 minutes. Topic, D23 behind the scenes footage. Source, YouTube it, bitch. Doesn't put a link, just YouTube it, whatever.
Sorry, I was watching this
that's
other
the
show
crack-
last night when people were talking about hey, let's talk about Justice League footage. And on the show, half the panel hadn't seen the footage, and I'm just like, just YouTube it, bitch. Just go fucking watch it. It's Justice League. So
Justice
even,
League.
So
It's important.
Even for us as a Star Wars podcast, I'm talking about the D23 behind the scenes footage. I'm like, if any of us have not watched it yet,
Yeah.
just YouTube it, bitch.
Shoot,
Yeah.
I made sure that I watched it in Europe because I thought I hadn't watched it, and then
You
I
probably
got
paid,
here and I
10
pulled it
bucks
up.
for BS Wi-Fi somewhere.
I was in a hotel
That's
and I
dedication.
had the free Wi-Fi,
There
and
you
so
go.
I was watching
That's how you
it,
do
and I
it.
was just like,
That's
oh,
how you
that's
do it.
cool, I guess. It was just a behind the scenes.
I watched it. I didn't get that
So
much from it.
you just say it's just behind the scenes. So Matt, you tell me what you thought first, because
Well, it was cool to see the little snippets that they had throughout, and I think didn't they show what's it called, the Pogs or something like that, that new
the circle
plushie-
things. I flipped his kids.
yeah,
What the fuck are you
I don't
talking
remember
about?
what they're called right now, but they're adorable. They're those plushy little aliens. They're like the new thing that everybody in Star Wars is going crazy.
I know they
for.
showed a bunch of we talked about how they're gonna have like the Vegas world. Like,
Yeah,
where it's like
yeah,
the
they showed
casino
that.
world.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of the casino world,
Mhm.
and it was basically like the same BTS we saw last year. Where it's like, that's a new fucking alien.
Yeah.
That's a new alien. That's a new alien. That's hot. Who is that? Why is her boob out? What's that? And it was just like really quick shots.
Yeah, and it reminded me a lot of what we saw for Episode 7. Whenever they showed the behind-the-scenes footage, and you were like, "Oh man, that's really cool that they're not using CGI all the time. That they're actually doing makeup and they're building things. That's awesome." But most of the time, they were just like, quick thing when the actual movie came through. Like it was just a quick scene that showed them, and then they went right back to the action.
Which one thing I did notice, which I'll talk about later, is that when Jason got the Black Series Rey figure, it showed her clothes, and
Yeah.
some of the leaked pictures we'll talk about later actually showed like the color of her clothes.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that till now because in the BTS and other footage we got, she's like in the pitch of night, like running, so we don't know the color of her clothes. So really, all the thing the BTS did for me was just to give me more hot Carrie footage, Carrie Fisher footage.
Yeah.
And her talking and just like her being a part of it, and then like an extra clip of Rose, who's the new Asian mechanic.
Yeah.
Diversity.
Yeah, it didn't.
Like,
I gotta say, like I was.
Luke did touch the lightsaber. That's
Yeah,
all we know.
yeah.
Like literally, that was the only thing we got from it. Is like you saw him touch it.
Which was cool. I mean, we knew it was coming at some point, but I like watching behind the scenes footage and the fact that it's cool to see how it's made and how the process is put together. But outside of that, it doesn't do much else. Like it's more just like
Was the
clink.
monster from the alien there?
Huh?
Was the monster from the island there?
No, I don't
No.
know.
He
No.
didn't show up for this.
If you
behind
guys
the scenes
did not
footage.
know, we talked about that Luke does have an island monster.
An island buddy.
Make sure to go check that out. There's 2 episodes ago on episode 5. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, we
Luke
got
is
some great-
he's a
great
monster,
theories.
dude. He has like his own like, what's the guy from Never Ending Story? The guy
Falcor?
like, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Falcor.
pretty much his own Falcor.
I would love it
Lapras.
if it's like trading.
It does look like a lab.
It's
yeah.
You know,
Lapras.
can
It's
we
like-
name,
it's
let's
like-
name it right now. What's Falcor and Lapras combined?
Falcors?
Fapris.
Flapras?
Falpris.
Laucor?
Lapcore.
Lapcor.
Lapcor?
That sounded good at all.
I think
None of this
Flapras-
is good.
I think Flapras sounds the most sexual, so I think we'll go with Flapras.
I would have enjoyed just like the animatronic of the monster, like smoking, talking behind the scenes, just like casual, like I like working with Luke.
Mark Hamill's a great guy.
Mark
Why
Hamill's
wouldn't
a good
you?
guy. I like it. And Reyes, he's a good kid. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
And
And
And they were
they
like
show
walking
they
around.
show like an actual scene from him, and he's just like, "Hi, everybody."
Like, so what do you do in the film? And you'd be like, do you want me to get fired?
I do want it to be like at one point where it's like trading places where they're just like, Mar or Luke, this is my side of the island.
Hey Ben, do it on the main switches
Yeah.
that are turning red over there.
Yeah,
Just do it over there.
So, yeah, I mean that was mostly what the behind the scenes footage was. It didn't really show too much, but at the same time, it's a cool little video for them to do. That's what Star Wars does though.
Do they-
Lucasfilm, like
when
they
do you
always
think we'll
show
get a
this
second
stuff.
Trailer? Let me ask you that. When do you think we'll get a second trailer?
Oh, I'd say
'Cause
probably.
this bitch is coming out soon, y'all.
I'd say October. I'd say
Next
October that they show.
This bitch is coming
Probably
out
next
soon,
month.
guys.
There's a lot of
Nah,
stuff
I'm
happening
going
in August.
October.
There's a lot of stuff happening in August, like from Disney Marvel. So I feel like they're gonna throw like Star Wars.
I think it's
into this
October.
This is what I hope. I hope I'm like 3 o'clock in the morning. Played 4 hours of Quake Champions. Sitting at QuakeCon. And I hope the trailer gets released. And I hope I can just get like a second win to play more Quake Champions from the Star Wars trailer, just rushing all the blood from my head to my dick. And I can just like, yes! Because QuakeCon's the best place to like watch anything.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's 50 other people watching the same exact video.
And you hear like, oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Like, just like nerd orgasms,
Yeah.
just like lining up.
Waving
And then
over.
we all get in lines and high five. Like, I think we did that last year with like a trailer that was already out. And just enough
Yeah.
people like said, watch this trailer. So that's what I hope. But yeah, October's probably more realistic.
Yeah,
by
because
the way,
it's
we'll be
2
at
months
QuakeCon.
before November.
Yeah.
Or not November, December.
So D23 footage disappointing. What else do we have?
Yeah,
So-
but that's my point. That's what Lucasfilm and Disney do, though. Like they did it with Rogue One, they did it with Episode
They
7.
didn't give a shit for Rogue One, really, at all.
Well, they had some trailers, but they mostly show those behind the scenes footage as kind of a buffer between the first trailer and the second trailer. It's always like how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of blood rushing to your dick, the Snoke pictures are out.
Topic. It's a real problem.
And he's been.
This looks like a giant penis.
he's
I'm
been
sorry.
He's been waiting to put that
Yeah,
picture
sorry,
out for
no.
quite a time.
So when we saw Snoke as
Oh
like
my
the
God, it
huge,
really- that's
no,
not-
go back, leave it up
wow.
there, Ben.
If you guys looking at that, it does look like a very deformed
Well,
penis.
here's
with
the
eyes.
issue. So when we saw Snoke as the huge like Wizard of Oz hologram,
Mm-hmm.
he was like blue. We thought this guy may be like bleeding, disfigured, like grays and blacks.
He's definitely disfigured.
Well, the other issue is that you thought his robe would be like, you know, like a dark side. Like, the dude looks like Liberace got hit by a car.
It's glittered gold.
Yeah, like...
Guys, I have figured out who this is.
No, you can't...
I have figured out, based on what, looking at this alone, I figured out who this is.
Who?
Darth Vader.
No, guys, it's Hugh Hefner.
Yeah,
It's
that's
obvious.
exact-
This is Hugh Hefner because he
face.
will never die.
That's
So
true.
they're just showing him,
Yep.
and way in the future, this is Hugh Hefner.
Dude, that... He wears slippers, by the way. They've confirmed that. He wears his jacket
I'm just
with
saying.
slippers. Yes, he
I
wears
mean,
slippers.
this is.
The big evil bad in this new series wears a gold jacket and slippers.
I'm gonna need to see like what happened to his face and head to
He
make
better
him so
murder
disfigured.
20 planets and then just been like, guys, I'm retired, y'all. Living in Florida. Like, that's what he looks like. He's like, he literally looks like he got hit in the face with a bomb and goes, I'm retiring in Florida.
I really hope his first intro on the scene is like this massive door, and like it starts to open up in different like panels.
Yeah.
It starts pulling, and it opens up as like a white, just all white, and all you just hear is him shuffling his slippers, like, and his gold,
Dude.
and just get down to you like, we're doing this today. we're doing this today. We're killing everybody today.
No, I'm thinking,
All right.
I'm thinking of Gold Member. I like gold!
I want to know
That's a
like.
fresh one. This is a tasty one.
But like I
let's
need to
save it.
know like why is it that he was able to put together like a powerful technologically advanced army like he has and to become Supreme Chancellor Snoke or Supreme Leader Snoke.
And why does he look
I don't
he's
like
bathing?
but like who would follow that?
Who's
That's
scared of
what
him?
I need to know.
Who's scared of that guy?
Like
Oh, dude,
and
you're going
then
to build an empire? I don't know if you'll last till next week.
yeah, and then at the same time like why would Kylo Ren follow that? Like
Right.
I need to know things.
Luke, who defeated the Empire,
Yeah.
and is very young and limber and has the whole hipster beard, just like, he looks like he's got his shit together. Oh, the guy who looks like he has leprosy and has a human penis covered in a Trojan, that's who I'm going to follow. So,
I just- like,
well,
is that-
also, you also have to remember who's playing him, Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
So
yeah.
there's something up with this character.
Is
like,
he,
his
like-
appearance looks like shit, but Andy Serkis is not gonna play nobody. He's
Is
not
this-
gonna play he's not gonna play somebody that's not amazing.
like a throwaway.
I feel
No, he's
like I feel like this guy got into a fight with Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan was like, "Don't try it. Don't get. I have the high ground." And then like he tried it, and then he was just like, "I'm tired of people doing this," and then stuck half his face into molten lava, and this is what happened.
Yeah.
I want to know what happened to his head because it looks like somebody like took a lightsaber, got halfway in.
I
And
love
then-
that.
Yeah.
No.
So
Like it's a lightsaber
Well-
axe, and it's just like
Oh,
So
why
our-
does it not
our-
exist?
our good friend
Oh my
Rob,
God, I wonder.
our good friend Rob from NCNS Live, Super Cool Nerd Show Live, and he runs Channel Control. Which, if you guys love TV and reviewing TV, go check out his stuff. He was trolling me saying it's Mace Windu. Well, guess what? Now I see his skin tone, and unless Mace Windu pulled a Michael Jackson, this is not no Mace Windu.
no way.
So
I don't know.
Make sure you guys tell us below what you guys think of this blue-eyed human penis.
Yeah. That's
But
exactly
I
what it
want
looks
no
like.
part of it.
I'm usually not.
This
all
better
like,
be fake. I hope this is just not real. Like,
It looks like the guy from the what you call it, projection.
Yeah,
no, it
it
does,
does.
but, like,
But
you expected him to be like,
Powerful. That
or like
doesn't-
just
I had
beaten
thought-
up, maybe like a little crippled.
I had thought maybe that was just kind of a not necessarily him, but maybe it was just like a fear thing, like that he just showed himself in this way,
like
and he just like
more crippled than what he was.
No, like I was thinking like he spoke through that because it allowed them to fear him more.
Yeah.
And then really he was just a normal dude, kind of like the Wizard of Oz, where it's just like, oh yeah, I'm a normal guy behind this curtain.
No,
But no, this is a really jacked up looking dude.
I thought it was him, but like in a maybe exaggerated version.
Yeah.
And when you saw him, he's maybe like a little more healed, but like still like some burns or like dark stuff like this. And like when he stands up, like I thought it'd be like a little bitch in a chair, but when he stands up, they've already said he's 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
So like when he stands up, he's now like, oh shit. Now I just think he's like a pencil dick penis that's 9 feet tall.
So is he categorized as an alien of some sort, or is he technically?
We
like
don't know
human?
yet. We have no clue.
I feel like he's like a clone that got wrong. Like he's a clone that went terribly wrong.
But he wouldn't be 9 feet
wouldn't like
tall.
that, would
He
you, as a
wouldn't be
Star Wars
9
fan?
feet
Like,
tall.
But
you
if
wanna
you
have a
remember
clone?
the race that made the clones, they were like 9 feet tall.
Maybe they try to clone themselves.
Maybe, possibly,
That's
right?
actually the tallest race I've seen in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Matt, I'm liking this. I don't know a race. Name another race in Star Wars that's that tall and lengthy.
I can't think of one.
Chewbacca.
Because even the race everyone thought he was, the banking race that dang it, the banking race, the Palpatine's mentor. Why is it? It's my favorite book of all time.
I don't know.
Darth Plagueis.
Plagueis.
The banking clan, they have like a big forehead and like a thing. They're still not tall.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the theory, Matt. Like
Matt, probably not.
Maybe. No,
I don't know.
Dude, he could be a screwed up clone that was force sensitive, because that's one thing that Palpatine was messing with. He was trying to make force sensitive clones.
Ooh, wonder if this is a clone of himself.
We just kept cloning himself.
And he
kept
cloned
messing
himself
him
from
up.
someone from Kaniba and was just like, maybe their genetic superiority.
Maybe, and then maybe like maybe Luke found out and tried to like attack him.
Literally,
and then it just like disfigured him a little bit.
Someone at Disney sitting there like, yeah, we thought of that too, but we said that was way too sweaty. We just made a new race, guys. Like,
yeah.
Jim in accounting literally thought of that same thing, but it was way too sweaty.
Like,
but yeah,
I
like
could
it.
see that actually, where it's like Luke found out that's where the cut is from the head, from the top of his head,
Someone
and
jacked
then
him up
like
there.
yeah, he messed him
But
up.
what happened in the neck? That's a
Yeah.
birth deformity.
Yeah.
That's not a burn. There's straight up holes
Like
in
somebody
his neck.
somebody just drove like
Dude,
something through
someone
his neck
would
and
have
just,
to like burn his neck in saran wrap and wait 5 minutes, and then stick another hole in there and wait 12 minutes. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know.
That's a birth deformity.
Yeah, when you look at it, it looks like it was grown, like his neck was grown that way.
That
Yeah.
looks grown.
Like it doesn't look like he's been
The
attacked.
only injury that looks real
His mouth.
Is the head.
The head and the mouth.
the head. I would argue the mouth is actually another birth deformity.
Yeah, like it's just a consequence of all the other ones. It's just it's all twisted.
The head definitely looks like he's been attacked though.
Yeah.
Look at his. Okay, so look at his shoulder right there. Look
Yeah.
how he has a whole another trap
Yeah.
on one side.
I see
and
that,
The
yeah.
trap on the other side.
Yeah.
No one comes up to you and is like, "I'm going to murder you." What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off half your shoulder and trap right here, and leave your other half. This looks like genetically grown and messed up
Yeah.
on the outer rim.
I'm
But why
telling.
does he have beautiful blue eyes? Did Hitler make him?
Wow,
I don't-
really? A lot of other people have blue eyes other than Hitler, bro.
Just he loved people with blue eyes. Like if someone was going to grow someone out of a test tube with blue
But,
eyes,
like,
it'd probably be Hitler.
Maybe this is
All
like
right.
it's
I would call it. I
Palpatine
would
because
call
nothing ever happened to the clone base. Like maybe Palpatine was like, I will make another one of myself, and just did that, and then I don't know, it got released at some point.
Just watch this. They're just gonna be like, yeah, no, this guy just like grew up on this planet and he like hated people and now he's a Dark Lord. I don't know.
I just want
Like I guarantee you, I honestly like everyone's gonna say there's gonna be a big reveal in this next one, and I can't map it out. Other than Rey's parents, what other big reveal you have? Other than dick skin condom over there, unless you come up with the most amazing story ever in cinema history for like that Nutella flavored person, I don't know what to do.
I want Disney and Lucasfilm to watch this and just be like, my God, they figured it out. And they're like, take that down. Take it down.
Get an email like a C&D
Cease and
letter.
desist. Yeah.
Cease and desist email.
Dude,
like,
he even has a
we need you to
hole in the
remove
top
it.
of his head.
Yeah.
Where stuff can come out.
A
Like
blowhole?
blood. Like blood.
Sure.
All right, moving on.
So on to the next
It
topic.
happened to me once.
Vader. Vader has been.
Yeah, we'll go through the next ones quick, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, we spent way too. Like, I told you
You're
guys.
super excited about
Yeah,
that one.
sorry. That was. It's a big reveal.
Yeah.
Darth Vader seems to be injected into anything they feel maybe won't stand on its own. Let's say.
Well, I think it's anywhere that's in between episode 1, or not episode 1, episode 3 and episode 4. Like anywhere in between there, I think they just want to inject Vader into it.
What movie was he rumored to be in?
Well, he was
Han
already in
Solo.
Rogue One.
He was in Rogue One. I know that.
Yeah.
but-
Han Solo. There's saying
Jesus.
that Vader could possibly show up. In Han
Dude,
Solo.
so Vader's basically like the Dwayne Rock Johnson of the
He is.
universe, Star Wars. Like, we need some like movie Viagra. Let's just shove Vader.
That's what
in
it feels
there.
like. It feels like anytime you just need a little extra push, you just inject
Ewok
a little
movie.
Vader into it.
Vader should probably pop up at some point.
And just kill a couple of them just for no apparent reason.
That would make no sense because Vader would already be down and out at that point.
No. Like Ewok movie, he just like.
Are they building the base and they're
No,
just like the
no, what
Ewoks are
happens
there?
is that Vader like just took a shit somewhere and like ruined one of the kids' houses. I don't know. It shows like a 5-minute clip of him.
I would
It's
just
terrible idea.
Or maybe he just
Terrible
walked through
idea.
and Vader's like, they're sand people and murdered 5 of them. They got to now
Just
deal
keeps
with.
getting angry.
They got to deal with that emotional situation. I don't know.
I'd
Like,
rather see him as like it's like a hunting thing for him. Like he's putting on like his boots. He's like, Darth Vader, where you going? He's like, kill me some goddamn Ewoks. What do you think I'm doing?
Dude,
It's Tuesday. Let's just get down.
I got to go to that
Start
snow planet in 3 months and I don't have a coat.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
That was good.
You're
That
welcome,
was good.
Disney.
No, he goes, Palpatine, can I get a coat? He's like, you must earn your coat. He's like, fuck it. I know where to get him. I'll be back.
We got a base there.
Yeah.
The best part for me in Rogue One, outside of the grandiose
Vader.
story, it was Vader.
Yeah.
Like that little, what was it, like a minute and a half of him just cutting people up?
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers. But that was the best part of the movie.
It was awesome.
It really was. And
I
was like,
just don't
that was
think-
worth the whole admission ticket.
I don't think he has a place in the Han
I don't think
Solo
so
movie
either.
because he never really even had any interaction with him in the original trilogy.
And
So,
if
He
he
busted in on him though, right? Like during the scene with the dinner. There's
yeah, but even still, like that was brief, very brief.
that. You know what? If they could have a Vader and
He also believed that
Woody Harrelson moment.
no.
Mm,
Here's the
I don't
thing:
think
is that
so.
Vader was
Because that's
such
not the
against,
connection, right? Because then that gives
No,
that guy the
Vader
connection to talk
or
to
Han
Vader
Solo
later
was
and shit.
Han Solo was such against like Jedi's ever existing.
And the Force,
So
all that.
do you think if he ever ran into Vader, Vader's not going to murder 10 people, and he's not going to pull out his lightsaber and force throw him across the room? Do you think Han Solo would then doubt the Force as like a goofy religion? So they don't run into each other. They're
Yeah.
not going to run into each other,
Maybe,
and
maybe
they
he has a scene with Donald Glover.
and they've already confirmed
make
it
sense.
that he's playing someone else in Rogue One. But I think we all agree that he has no place. Or sorry, someone else in Han Solo. But I think we can all agree he has no place in Han Solo, even if they
No, I think it's more like what you were saying, like with Donald Glover, Lando, at some point maybe having an interaction with him.
Yeah.
But again, even that's like
Maybe he's
probably
maybe
brief,
he's
like a
maybe
minute.
He's like running, doing some running for some whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
And he's running equipment or something, and
Or maybe-
he's like getting things together, and all of a sudden like Darth Vader shows up and like force chokes him for like a half minute. He's
Or
like,
maybe it's a
"Don't you
disap-
ever. He's like, if you ever have anything, you bring it to me. Don't you ever hold back. And then that trickles down to the Han Solo. being
That would be the
turned
only thing.
You know
Or
what I'm saying?
maybe
Like,
it's a
I could see.
disappointing scene where Vader like shoots web at him on a car, and then it's 5 minutes of.
I haven't seen
Lando
the movie.
co-
I haven't seen the movie. Don't
No,
do it.
don't you
Don't
do
do
it
it.
for him.
Don't do it.
It's a
amazing.
disappointing
Don't-
Donald Glover scene. Sorry.
Great.
It's not.
All right, we'll
Don't-
skip over that. We'll
don't
gloss
do it.
over it.
Yeah,
not.
just keep moving.
Gloss over it.
Um,
Disappointing.
Anyway, so I think what really needs to be covered here is the fact that D23 has come and gone, and we still don't have a title for the Han Solo movie.
So is it still in trouble?
It's the things that we've been
Is the
talking
movie in
about over
trouble?
the next several weeks, the past several weeks, all with everything with Han Solo. It's a giant shitstorm. You think they would have shown something just to get in our good graces?
You would think, right?
Like literally, you could have just had like him
they
like
did.
running.
They showed
And,
Ron
like,
Howard. They showed Ron Howard showing the picture of his monitor on Instagram. Look, it's happening. That movie,
I'm here fixing this shit.
the movie that got it filmed already.
Well,
it's happening.
no, you mentioned something for the show, Matt. What they changed out something else.
Yeah,
What's
so
that
the
thing?
only reveal that we had for the Han Solo movie was the fact that we have a composer for the untitled Han Solo movie, and it's John Powell, the guy who he scored Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2, the Bourne movies. Like, he's been all over the place.
I'm sorry, just a change like that, like in something as big as Star Wars, where the score is really big, to make a change like that is. It's
Well,
like,
no, that's
shit's wrong.
No,
like,
I
it's
think
even
that's
more shit's wrong.
I don't think that's right at all. I think that they didn't even have a guy yet to do it, and so they just hired him on, because I think with all these story films, they're trying to make it not John Williams-y, make it Star Wars but different, you know? And that's how all of these are, because you had Rogue One was a different composer. This one is a different composer, and I think they're saving episodes for just John Williams.
My question is for you, because I feel like Rogue One was still very John Williams-y.
But
when do you think they will divert from something like this completely? Like, what I mean is, like, do you ever think we'll hear like a 1970s song in a Star Wars film?
I don't think so, because
or like an electronica feel, or you know what I mean, like
yeah,
Tron,
like a whole new world,
or Tron, or something like that. What
I mean
is, like,
maybe.
When
maybe.
do we get away from the huge epic classical John Williams kind of, or Hans Zimmer? Even Hans Zimmer, I would argue, is like
because even when Rogue One starts up, it's like, and it was like, oh, it's very much like the other thing that I saw.
Yeah, well, each one basically the way that Disney has wanted, or Lucasfilm has wanted it to be, they wanted it to be the classic Star Wars theme, the classic Star Wars rhythm and all that, but the composer inserts their own style, and that's what you may not notice it so much, but it's still there.
I notice it because I just listen to the soundtrack nonstop.
Right.
But when I initially, like an average moviegoer, I go see it in the theaters and I never watch it again. You would
notice it. Yeah.
So that's like the biggest news, sadly.
That is the biggest news.
We changed composers, which for us is a bigger deal, but for you guys are like...
They didn't change composers. They hired a composer.
Sorry.
It's very different.
They didn't even have one. They shot the film and didn't even have one signed on. So even a bigger shitstorm.
Why do they need one? But they don't need to have one signed on whenever they start shooting the film. Like John Williams, like basically he just gets it and he's like, all right, let's work around it. Like audio always takes a backseat to video. So the people who get the video, they'll score around all of that.
You're right. I guess, I don't know, just... I want to poke holes in this.
You would have poo-poo on it real bad.
I don't. I want it to be good, but at the same time, I'm going to call people on their bullshit, Disney. Let's get your stuff together.
I think this is
what else do we have?
This is like the one thing that you couldn't really cut down. Like, it is what it is.
It's like beating up the kid who already has no friends in the school ground. It's just like...
It's not fun.
It's already
down. It's not fun.
It's already down. So what else do we have?
So we could tie this up in a little bow by talking about the Red Guard, Samurai Ninja, Pizza Cats. That's it.
I'm out on this. I'm not gonna say a word. Just you and Matt. I'm out.
So it looks like something that's in a.
So these guys are guarding Snoke, right?
Yeah.
They're Red Guards. So preference. The Red Guards that were guarding Palpatine were actually, you find out through the new Vader comic, which is actually fantastic, by the way. I'll have to talk to you guys about that later. But the new Vader comic, he goes and finds these Jedis who took like a vow that like were murderers with the Jedis and badasses. They took a vow to like go into Solace. There's like 3 of them, and Vader goes to find them, and they wreck Vader.
Wow.
Like
interesting.
Almost kill him. But it's almost because they also have home field advantage. But what we do find out through that comic is Palpatine almost got killed, and so he kills 3 of the Red Guards. And some of the Red Guards are clones. That's why they're Red Guards. So they're the echelon. Why I look at this guard and like, there's a standard here, because the leftover clones were Palpatine's guards. So they're the most bad A people. Some of them were Force sensitive. Like the Red Guards were awesome.
Yeah.
So when I look at this, I'm like, it's Tom Cruise from Last Samurai with his face covered up. I don't know what to think.
I think they're trying to like make them more, I guess, warrior-like, be like actual guards.
Versus
and I think
like Centurion.
The other ones were like Sentinels, where they just kind of stood there and they just had their staff, and that was it. And then they walked out when a meeting was going on. That was it. This one, I have a feeling they're actually going to get into a fight. So they probably needed to make something that was functional in a fight, because let's be honest, the other ones, the giant flowy robes, like that's not functional in a fight.
This looks like something Lady Gaga would have wore to the MTV Awards like 5 years ago.
Actually, no, I don't have a problem with the costume. I think I should point out the blade, like a physical metal blade in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird, and the helmet's weird too. Like the way that kind of
It's shaped
like
like a
comes
duck.
out.
It's Howard the
It's
Duck.
Woo!
Donald Duck.
Guys, Marvel and Star Wars crossover. It's Marvel. It's Howard the
Guardians of
Duck.
the
Howard the
Yep.
Duck.
It's Howard the Duck.
Sorry, DC. I've been telling you this for a long time. They've been putting little breadcrumbs in there for you to let you know this is happening.
I swear
you
to
can
God,
hate it, but it's
every
happening.
Oh my
episode we have of the
God.
show, we're gonna find a way to shoe that in.
Yeah, that's happening.
So yeah, I
The
agree.
skirt is weird.
Matt,
The dress
so
is
Matt, I
weird.
agree that it looking more menacing. I agree with that. It's just the
The dress
random
part is weird to me.
blade. Like, name one other weapon he can fight in the Star Wars universe where a physical blade will help him.
I can't think of one.
Ray gun, ray guns,
yeah.
lightsabers, light whips, like everything's either energy. Everything's energy based.
So
I think the only time you've seen one was the staff in Rogue One. The monk.
Hear me out. So if
He
you
had
look,
the staff.
If you look
which
at
was
the,
wooden, which I have so
Yeah.
many issues with, by the way.
So if you check out, it looks like there's something like the attachment where the blade and the bow meet. There's like this red attachment piece.
Yeah.
So there
what
could
if-
be an
what
energy
if-
field around. it.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
I could see that. Maybe
Which
it
would
just
make
kind
no
of
sense. Like, why have a metal blade if you can put it in?
maybe
Just make an energy
yeah,
blade.
maybe it's just a deal where it kind of just like forms around it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I will say too, some of the Knights of Ren concept art that we've seen, they actually have very practical weapons, like guns and bazookas and shields. I've noticed that too.
Interesting.
I
One thing,
like.
if it-
I
if it-
honestly feel the other Knights of Ren's might not be Force users. But
Oh,
like,
maybe.
just like high-end mercenaries of some kind.
So let me ask you a
Because all of
question.
them have like very different like armors and weapon sets. So maybe just Snoke's just like got this ragtag team together and was just like put uniforms on.
So let me ask this: has the Force ever been able to, let's say, in an easy sense, like poison somebody? So that's the only thing I can think of is like, let's say they do create an energy shield around the blade.
Mhm.
So if I cut you with it, with the energy shield around, like all of a sudden you're delusional, or you have like
No.
No,
nothing
no.
like that.
How are you
There's
gonna
no
put
point. There's no
poison?
point.
How are you gonna put
Because-
poison in light?
Well, no, even if you did
It's
it with
Star
the Force,
Wars, and they can make
No.
machines for the
If
Force.
it's green, if it's just one hue of green, it's poisonous.
It'd be the
If
same.
machines can feel the Force,
No,
they can make poisonous
It
Force.
would be
Okay.
the same practicality of just like if it was the French and Indian War. You literally dip your blade in poison
Yeah.
and he stabs someone.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's it. Or literally, if Luke picked up a giant bowl of poison and dropped it on someone, like there's.
Like, I feel
they're
like
not-
a
this isn't-
lightsaber would beat
okay,
that. Is all
sorry,
I'm saying.
no, this isn't Avatar. They can't bend shit. All right, they're not.
Which would be great.
blood benders here. They're not poison benders.
Bloodbender would be
So,
awesome.
we'll just-
Bloodbenders would be
Bloodbenders.
so awesome.
We'll just
My
see
God.
how this works out.
Nobody gets
Disney, make
past.
Avatar.
Nobody gets past them off their bloodbenders.
Yeah.
No, so we'll just see how this works out. I'm surprised that as a toy collector, we haven't gotten any real toys yet either. Remember Force Friday last time for episode 7?
Yeah.
That's a Black Series I could have already bought. So, all right. So, raise of hands, I'm against. Anyone else against it?
I'm not for it.
Or you're waiting?
I'm
You're hedging
waiting.
your bets.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
I want to see them in action and how it works out.
I feel like they're just gonna be props. They have a steel sword. Like, what are you gonna do?
Well, they're
What are you
actually.
gonna- I can force
No,
throw that away
actually,
from me. Like,
I
what's it
will.
gonna do?
I will agree with Matt. We need to hedge our bets because they're actually in quite a bit of promo material. Remember the first thing we saw? They're on Pepsi cans or some crap.
Yeah, something like that.
So,
yeah.
so
they're
is-
gonna do something.
So is regular Star Troopers, and
So
they
is
miss
Captain
every day.
Phasma, which Captain Phasma now has her staff.
It does.
So we'll see how that goes.
And by the way, the next Force Friday is September 1st. So that's coming up really quick.
So
Yeah.
I won't have any money for that.
Nope.
Speaking of running out of money, this
I
young
thought-
gentleman here got to go to San Diego Comic
Oh
Con.
yeah, thanks for
So
reminding me about that, man.
Why
That's
don't
not a
you
sore
tell
spot.
us some of the things you saw before we close out the show?
So, which we all knew D23 was going to be the largest thing for Star Wars. Comic-Con was going to be bigger for Marvel, but there was a small presence at Comic-Con for Star Wars. Some of it was a lot of the book signing. So, Dark Disciples had a book signing. The author was there. Random fan that I knew, like someone I follow on Facebook, ran into Dave Filoni in front of the con. Just like, I noticed this weird guy with a cowboy hat. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, I would have actually. I should not meet Dave Filoni because I would just probably jump on him and just be like, "Never leave me. Tell me all your secrets."
You're mine now.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Get your hand out of my pants. I'm sorry." Like it just like That's how I'd feel around Dave Filoni. But last year they at least had a Rogue One like costumes on display. This year they just had like this random thing you could take a picture in front of, and Rebels playing constantly above you. So really the biggest thing for Star Wars at Comic-Con was they had a child's electronic land speeder that little kids could drive around.
What?
Yes, little kids could drive around.
The toaster that Rey drove, or the one that
Luke.
Luke
land speeder. Like,
interesting.
2 kids under the age of 7 could get in the land speeder and drive it around the con, and it went up to like 10 miles per hour.
That's awesome.
And I'm just like, fuck you. I'm an adult. I want one.
I wanted to see a video of you in there with your knees like all the way up and just like
I was this close into doing it, but they had like a guy there, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get fucking kicked out for breaking some people's stuff. I wanted to, but they looked very delicate at the same time. I wasn't stepping to like a stainless steel like land speeder. But the toys for Star Wars were probably the biggest thing. So if you guys follow Circle Nerd Show, I'm sure Jason maybe shared some pictures of the toys he got, but he got the Thrawn Black Series, which was very weird because what happened was that half the Thrawn things were from Rebels. Yeah. But the actual Thrawn toy itself was just like a very realistic look of him.
Yeah, and one thing
the props were from Rebels, like
weird. He showed me the actual like figures that he got, the one of Rey and all the other ones he had, and he said that they use like a new like facial like recognition software to get it. And oh my god, those things are they look perfect.
They definitely didn't use it for Beauty and the Beast for Emma Watson.
Did they? Oh, that's right. Yeah, the doll.
Emma Watson. Yeah. Dude, we went to the Disney store the other day. They're like for $5 or $50 dolls of Emma Watson that look like Justin Bieber with a fire on the forehead. Yeah, they must be using that technology for Star Wars, but that's the thing is he looked way too realistic. He didn't look like how he did in Rebels. Yeah. But like the 2 lizards, they have two lizards that are like the lizards that can repel the Force. Rebels art. They had the Templar helmet, like the Templar's the guy with like double-sided yellow lightsabers that the Inquisitor was. Rebels design. Everything was Rebels design except for his actual self. But then we go to Rey. They had a Rey and Luke double Black Series thing for like $100. You got both of them. Yeah. And Luke was just Luke. He looked pretty normal. Nothing.
Looks cool though. Yeah.
Jason was very mad.
Why?
Because the cape that went on Luke, like, did not stick. There was not like things that clipped on the cape. There wasn't even like elastic. Like literally, you just laid it on him, and like if a strong enough gust of wind came, it just blew it off. And Jason was like, "This is not good manufacturing." And I'm like, "I agree, man. You need to chill out before you order that toy." The Rey was fantastic, though. So the one thing I was talking about earlier with Rey in the behind-the-scenes footage, we never really saw her because we see her face and lightsaber. Yeah. So it's just like a poorly lit porno, just where you see what you need to see. But with the toy, Matt's like, "What kind of porn do you watch?"
What the hell are you talking about? Like, I don't know how you bring that involved in a... I don't care. Go ahead. Keep going.
Good. So... just poorly lit. Like, we didn't see it. Like, it's her running in the dark. All you see is, like, her face lit up by the lightsaber.
Are you reminiscing of the bad porn that you watched?
Yeah, sorry.
That flashbacks to the terrible
non-HD blue lightsaber. Yeah. But the toy showed us, actually, the coloration of her outfit. Yeah. It's gray and black. Or, like, dark gray. Versus The Force Awakens, where it was tan. Yeah. And, like, skin-colored. Much like Snoke's dick face. But it was just like, there's a huge tone difference. I feel like her costume may be kind of reminiscent of that. Yeah. Between a tone set of the film. Because it's just like straight up gray and black. Like, she's more dark side than Snoke is. Snoke looks like the Liberace Jedi Council guy. Like, he just looks like, everything's fine. Like, with his gold slippers and jacket. But Rey's like wearing like, if you saw her in the original series, you'd think she was a dark side user. Yeah. Because of how dark her robes are.
Well,
remember I predicted this. I just wanted to put
it.
But here's where I'll disagree with you. Return of the Jedi. What did Luke wear? The entire time.
All jet black.
Yeah.
He was Johnny Cash in it.
all black all the time.
And now what is his position on the force?
No, but I'm just saying.
That was in Return of the Jedi,
no,
though.
Matt,
oh my God,
Matt, I agree with you.
I'm not getting into that debate with you again.
Just finish Clone Wars.
Yeah, please.
But Matt, I agree with you. The only reason why I point this out is because the stark difference between you have Snoke and Rey. If Rey just wore dark robes, I'm like, cool, she just got a badass makeover from Edna Mode.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's also the stark difference of Snoke wearing, like,
gold glitter robe.
Freddie Mercury, robes. It's just, that's where I'm starting to be like, did they have individual people design other people, not tell the other person? Like, just like...
came in the room together, it was like,
what
this
did
is what I did for
Karen
Rey. It
do?
was like, oh, that's darker than...
Yeah, what did Karen do? Karen put him in a gold robe. Like, that's... I don't know...
Karen.
But we know, like,
It's
there's
last
so
goddamn
much
day,
depth in Star Wars. There's meaning to this, and I'm
Yeah.
very excited to see what the meaning is. So my takeaway from San Diego Comic-Con was the toys, which is a very big part of it. And I got to analyze the toys, look at them a little bit. Hopefully we get into D23 next year, see a little bit more of Star Wars. There was great Star Wars cosplays, I guess. Not really.
Was there anything outside of Star Wars what was your favorite thing that you saw?
Oh, from San Diego Comic-Con?
Mhm.
I got to meet one of the guys from Lonely Island, which was really cool.
Nice.
He's walking with his mom, waiting in the Hasbro toy line for Star Wars.
Nice.
We got to see Orlando Jones.
Cool.
I was most excited to see the screening for Harley Quinn and Batman. Sorely disappointed.
I'm sure.
It was a giant comedy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's a 5-minute sex scene with Harley Quinn and...
That's what I've heard with Nightwing.
Sorry, Harley Quinn rapes Nightwing. But he, like, wants it, but he's still tied up, so it's kind of like a thing. And then Harley Quinn, like,
That's more
farts
kinky,
in
not
the
a rape.
Batmobile.
He does get raped in the comics, though.
Does he?
Once. No, you can't.
What do you watch? So no, the best thing from San Diego Comic Con, I think, was just hanging out with the Cinelinx crew, just hanging out with everybody, and just like having the camaraderie of just going to Comic Con together, seeing some panels, being like on a high level of sitting in Hall H and then being disappointed by a Harley Quinn and Batman screening. That's just the ride you take.
Yeah.
And that's really the fun of Comic Con.
Who's your
It's
favorite
not it's not like an individual thing. So I was gonna say say Ready Player One. Now you can see why I was tongue tied on it. Ready Player One. But I'm actually very upset with the trailer for it. Is because they're replacing Ultraman
Yeah.
with the Iron Giant, and I don't know if they
I'm
couldn't
completely okay with. When I saw Iron Giant, I was
read
like,
the book.
Yes.
The fact that Ultraman being in the book is a very huge pinnacle point of the book. Like, the only person in the book that can beat the Ultraman mech is the, like, mechanical metal King Godzilla that the 76ers have. Because Ultraman is huge. Like, he's way bigger than Megazord. He's way bigger than everything. And Iron Giant is just, like, as big as your average tree up. Like, he's, like, what? Like, 3 trees tall? He's not that big. Ultraman is, like...
How many people do you think that was Ultraman?
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have done Ultraman.
How many
There's
people
no way.
know? Also, did Steven Spielberg
Also,
do Iron Giant?
let me remind you guys, how many films have
Yeah, I
been
think he
saved
did.
by
Thank
a
you.
foreign audience? Let me go and throw that out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, but
Warcraft, Pacific Rim, Days of Future Past, like appeasing to a foreign audience of a huge iconic pop figure in
Steven Spielberg
Japan.
Steven Spielberg is not that guy, though.
Oh yeah,
He's not Michael Bay. He's not making a movie.
By the way, how well did Iron Giant do in theaters?
Superman made me cry.
No, financially.
he's talking about money.
Drop
Yeah.
a tear.
I
Has
don't
there been
know.
sequels? Has there been toy sales?
Doesn't matter.
Well,
Iron
then get
Giant,
the fuck out of here, because
Iron Giant
Ultraman,
will
like,
be way
sorry,
better.
that was the only thing that caught me off guard. But my favorite trailer was still Ready Player One. Seeing the DeLorean,
Mm-hmm.
I was actually really surprised
That was
they
super
even
dope.
got the because that's the thing with Ready Player One. There's so many rights they have to get. Like, I'm reading
Yeah.
the book, I'm like, this is not going to be a fucking movie.
It looks like there's
Like,
a lot of
there's so
WWE
many
stuff,
things
though.
they have to get to be in there. Like, oh god. But the Rush music, Ready Player One was my favorite. I love seeing Justice League, love seeing the panels, but Ready Player One was the standout, like, trailer of it all. The It trailer was shown at Comic-Con.
Oh, was it?
But it was released yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
And I'm
it
like-
was very good.
idiots, you own the property. Why didn't you just also release that at the same time? Like, you think you're going to get more views releasing it a couple days later? No, just do it at the same time.
Yeah, they're engaged. They want to see what comes from San Diego.
And there was nothing new in it, just more jump scares.
Yeah. I
still gonna go see it.
My wife wants to see it. I'm not so much.
The whole presence of it at San Diego Comic-Con is next to Warner Brothers booth. Gosh darn it. There was literally just a single case with a rain jacket holding a balloon with like rain boots, and it said "It coming out soon." That was the whole presence of it at San Diego Comic-Con. Yes.
That's pretty weak.
It was just like it, and I'm just like,
yeah, it's pretty weak.
did someone jump out at you if I touched the case, or like, what happens? Because nothing was there.
Yeah.
The other cool thing was they had Viz Media had one of the defensive linemen from the Green Bay Packers, who's a huge Naruto fan.
Oh yeah, I saw photos of that.
Viz Media paid for his cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the I can't remember which character from Naruto, but he was from the Hidden Cloud Village, where.
Oh, was he the rapper?
He was the rapper's brother. He was the rapper's brother because he had like big, huge gauntlets on.
Yeah,
there.
okay, so he was the.
But he had like
the
swords.
leader of there, the Razekage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had him at the booth signing photos, talking with people, and no one knew who he was.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting there like, dude, that's an NFL player. Like no cosplayer's that fit as shit. And so I just like I was like, I think I know who he is. And I looked it up, found him. He's one of the defensive ends for Green Bay Packers. And
was it Guyon? No, not Guyon. Is it UCLA? Was he at UCLA?
Yes.
Oh man, that's gonna bother me.
No, but him and one other player went out. He plays on the same line as HaHa Clinton Dix, which is a real name, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know.
He also went dressed up, and that was really cool too. Like, I love anytime like sports players get involved with nerdiness. The guy went in like in a $3,000 cosplay and hung out.
5,000.
5,000? Went and hung out at the booth, talked with fans. The other great point is when we ran into Orlando Jones.
Dayton Jones?
Orlando Jones?
No, the guy that was there. Was it Dayton Jones? Or was it Kenny Clark?
I don't know now.
Damn it!
You're throwing too many names out there at me. But Orlando Jones, we're walking by, and he's just walking down the street. And so Rob, I wanted to get a picture. Rob forgot his phone. And I was like, pulled out my phone. I was like, I'm going to run up to him. I want to talk to him about American Gods, which is one of my favorite shows. And Rob's
Mike
like,
Daniels. Sorry, it was Mike Daniels.
Rob goes like this. It's Orlando Jones. And an erection shot out of him. And I was like, he didn't have his phone, so I felt bad. So I was just like, dude, obviously you want this more than me. Take my phone, go get it.
Mm-hmm.
So he ran up to him, takes a selfie with him, and he said to him a very memorable line from American Gods. He's like, because if you guys haven't seen American Gods,
anger gets shit done.
Yeah, he goes, anger is good. And literally, like, the line from just how he delivered it on set, turns to Rob and delivers it the exact same way. He says, yeah, he goes, anger gets shit done. I was frozen. I was like, and then white guilt set in, and then I ran. Because have you seen the scene? Have you seen the scene?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it was a little white guilt. Like,
no, that was a different scene.
No, anger
gets shit done was the second one.
He frees the slaves in that scene.
Anger gets shit done was the second scene, not the first one. Yes.
What was the second scene?
The second scene was when he was standing in the he was doing the
Oh, he
seaming.
was sewing stuff?
Yeah, he was sewing. Anger gets shit done.
I also swear he said it when he was freeing the slaves.
Oh, it was positive because he was talking to the dude. And he was like, "This guy's getting angry."
Yeah,
that's when he turned him back into the spider.
He said, "He goes, you get angry."
Maybe you might be right. You might be right.
He goes, "Anger's good. Anger gets shit done." And that's
you might be right. You might be right.
He hits it.
Yeah, I think.
And so then I thought I might be murdered by Rob later that night, but I was not. Thank God.
The point was about the queen on the second one. That's what that was.
Yeah, and he's like, "You need a queen. Let me tell you a story." And he told him another story.
Yeah.
But no, Orlando Jones is very charismatic and everything. Yeah. I already bought some dumb app. I don't know about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It was awesome. Guys, come hang out with us next year at San Diego Comic-Con. I'll be out there again, probably either by myself bumming it or hanging out with the Cinelinks guys. Either one of the two.
Hopefully, I get to join you guys on the next go round. Once again, thank you everybody for joining in. We are live, usually on Facebook, right now on YouTube, every Friday night at 7 p.m. Got some other things cooking up in the works, so keep tuned. or keep tuned.
Yeah,
That's
we're
like
gonna have a
that.
new show
Stay tuned.
launch hopefully in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. And we're gonna go around and tell everybody where you can find yourself on the social media and interwebs. Matt, where can they find you?
That's easy. It's at Move the Joystick. So
That's pretty simple.
yeah.
Zach, where
It's
they
at
gonna find you?
It's at THAMADZAK
Think about it. Slowly. Remember what we said? Remember what we talked about?
at the Mad Zach.
And you can find me at LA_IZ_GFC on Instagram or Twitter. Once again, we are with the Force, and
Thank you, Ben, for coming.
Yeah.
Ben's
Yeah,
gonna hang
thanks,
out with
Ben.
us more.
yeah, man.
You're welcome.
Yep.
One
Ben's just
hand.
One hand.
One hand. Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much, Ben, for being here and
Yeah.
keeping the show afloat. Appreciate you. We're signing out.
Make sure
Yeah.
you guys subscribe, and hopefully next week we'll be live on Facebook.
That's right.
Yeah, hopefully. If we ever get our lives together.
Bye,
Sign me
guys.
out, Ben.